It's the Single Bitch Diaries.
Hello, y'all. This is Cookies and Milk, and welcome to the Single Bitch Diaries, the podcast. Y'all, we've been going for so fucking long. Like, I don't even, like, it's just been a while. Like, I know our followers miss us. Like, I've had so many messages and everything about where have we been. And, you know, it's just been a while. Life happens, but hey, we're here now. We ready to talk about some shit. So let's crank it up. Of course, this is Cookies and Milk, and I'm joined by my co-host. Introduce yourself, guys.
This is Victoria Camille. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, this is Breezy Bree. What's going on?
All right, y'all, and we're fucking back. Like, usually I try to start off with something about she's in the know, and, you know, women who are moving and shaking, and, you know, it's really, I haven't really been, you know, doing a lot of research and talking to a lot of women, but I want to shout out to a lot of women out there who are getting some things done. And so I also have a page on my blog where I shout out women and, you know, do a little interview about, you know, what y'all doing and your business, and, you know, if you would like to share it with me. So if so, just contact me and I'll put it, you know, at the end of this podcast of how you can reach me. And, you know what I'm saying, we can make some shit happen. So, let's just talk about it. Like, a lot of shit's been going on since we've all talked. Like, in all our lives, and just a lot of shit we've been seeing. And it's like, it's safe to say that everybody here is 30. So, you know, last time I think we talked, I mean, shit. Was it last year?
Definitely was last year.
Last year, August, maybe?
Yeah, so it was last year. The hell, last year, you know, I was in the last year of my 20s. Now, I'm hitting 30. You know, everybody here at this table is 30. I'm sorry. Bree over here smoking the damn hookah girl. She don't even smoke, and she up here getting choked like hell. So it's kind of funny. Because she's not really a hookah smoker. But, you know, me and Victoria Camille, we like the hookah.
We like to blow it down. Hookah heads.
So, anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this tonight. So, let's just talk about getting into relationships and, you know, our baggage. You know, are we ready to even get in a fucking relationship? And, you know, these men, and, you know, I feel like when you've been single for so long, it's so easy to be, you know, you're the head of your household. You see what I'm saying? So it's easy to be very, you know, aggressive and how you handle shit. Like, some men can take that as overly aggressive. And some men don't know how to handle that shit. So it's like, what the fuck do you do? I don't know.
Topic.
I don't know.
This is an amazing topic. I think a lot of people will be able to resonate with this.
So, like, first, let's just go ahead and talk about getting into, like, a serious relationship. Do you even feel like you're ready? Like, do you feel like whatever's going on in your life right now, do you feel like you're even ready to go ahead and move on to being in a serious relationship?
I mean, I do. I'm ready for marriage. I'm ready to settle down. I mean, let's be real. I got 3 kids. I got 1 getting ready to go to high school. I ain't that old. I was just hiding the ass. FYI, disclaimer. But yeah, so I'm ready for it. But it is a very scary thing because of the generation that we're in right now. Like, people are not trying to be in relationships. Like, they're just not. Like, this is a fucking ghost society. Let me get your number. Let's chat on Facebook, Instagram. And after that shit, we gon' fuck and that's it.
Right.
You might not get a call back. You might not get a text. And if you do, it's on some casual sex. It's not on, no, oh, let's try to build. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, let me really get to know you so we can build.
Right.
And I think that's the problem. Like, people are not getting to know one another. So you basing a relationship or a situationship off of sex or off of a few text messages, and it's just not possible. It's not possible to have anything long term that way. Put it like that.
So, like, why do y'all feel like it's so hard to, like, what's different with the men these days? Like, is it the men? Is it us? Is it society? Like, what the fuck? Like, why is it that relationships aren't booming how it used to be? Like, y'all know how it was. I know you're younger than, but you know how it was when you were younger, let's say high school age, college age, like that 19, 20-year-old age. It was easy to find a man. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it was easy to start talking to somebody and, you know, text and get their numbers and, you know, start a relationship. So what has changed? Like, why people don't get in relationships anymore? Like, why is that shit so hard?
I think especially with the men especially within this generation of men, we have a lot of men And I mean, as well as a lot of ladies who are growing up in single parent households where they are being raised with a mother, but they don't have a father. So they pretty much get to experience a lot of slack qualities. Not to say that the mother is not presenting herself as a strong leader, but it's to the point where they're missing father figures. So you have the mothers who are actually trying to teach the men how to be a man, and it's softened. You know, it's really softened up and watered down. It's not coming directly from a man. So when they get into the relationship, they don't know how to be a man, you know.
So you think the reason why men aren't men these days or ready to get into a full-fledged relationship is because of single moms?
I mean, I'm not going to say wholeheartedly it's all 100% because of single moms, but I'm just saying that the rate of us seeing one single parent households where it's just a mom, you know, she's trying to teach the man how to be a man when she's not a man herself. I think that impacts men more than we know.
So maybe I'm giving men too much slack. I think the reason why, hi Tinker, is it Tinker Kales? Hi everyone, real live. So I'm trying to do something different, incorporate live. I think the reason why men aren't men, I hate to say it, I blame it on social media.
Why?
Because like with social media, I feel like social media is like the fucking, remember you was young, right? You would have the damn Toys R Us book coming in the damn mail. Like, it was so much shit in there. You get with a circle of all the toys you want for Christmas and everything. And it's like, damn, I want this, I want that, I want that. I like how social media is. Like, I feel like a man can easily sit up there and get on social media, and it's like, it's connecting people where we didn't have those connections anymore. So it's so easy to cheat. It's so easy to talk to multiple women. So before, where you felt like you was limited to a certain amount of, like, women or a certain type of woman, now you have social media where you got this girl, oh my God, she's beautiful. She has this going on. She bad. And she, you know, she works here. She got this type of body. And then now, like, I feel like he's neglecting what he really needs or where, like, the level that he needs to play at. I feel like he can't play there no more.
I don't necessarily think it's social media, because I think, what if you had a whole lot of positive relationships to look at? You get what I'm saying? Then it would have a positive effect on everybody's viewpoint on the relationship. So I don't think it's social media. I think it's more so of, it's a combination of everything. Like Brittany said, it's a single parent household. You got mothers who do baby their sons. Like, and I think I had a Facebook conversation about that. Like, as black women, for some reason, black mothers and daughters, they're in competition with each other. Like, you raise your daughter to be so independent, and you raise your daughter, don't take no shit. But then you baby your son. So the things that your daughter can do, you don't allow your son to do, or you don't, well, I say that back. The things that you allow your son to do, you don't allow your daughter to do. So when your daughter turns 18 and she back talks you, she got to get out. But Daryl, he can stay in the house until he motherfucking 30. And nobody has a problem with it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But Darisha, she got to move out at 18. You get what I'm saying? Because at this point, what? The mother looks at the daughter as competition, or it's just the dynamic of it. A lot of black mothers, and I see this a lot on Facebook and Instagram, they treat their sons as if that's their man. It's not your man. That's your son.
That's a great point. Yeah,
it's not your man. That's your son.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a son.
Right.
I'm teaching my son how to be someone's husband.
Right.
I'm not raising my son to be my man or what I'm looking for in a man. I'm raising him for someone else's daughter. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of women, like, you see them taking pictures with their sons. Oh, this is my king.
Yeah.
No, that's not your king.
It's too close.
That's not. It's too close. Like, because you don't have a male figure in the home, or you don't have a stable relationship with someone, you take that and you turn that mother-son relationship into something, and I don't like that. Like, I don't like that. I don't look at my son like that's my king.
Neither do I.
That's my little prince, you know what I'm saying? But that's not my king. That's not my man. And a lot of mothers do that. So when their sons get older and they start to date multiple women, they don't know how to handle it because they've been babied so much by their mothers. Like, it's like,
girl,
I just don't understand it. Like, my son takes the trash out. I make him clean. Like, I make my daughters do the same thing. But I let my son know this is your responsibility. Like, as a growing young man, this is what you're supposed to do. As a leader. Mm-hmm. But a lot of young boys aren't being raised like that. They're being raised to follow their moms around.
Mm-hmm. Right.
follow their grandmas around.
Yeah, that's true.
What the problem with that is, like, I see a lot of women say, I don't need a man.
Yeah, that's true.
But a lot of women who say they don't need a man, their mother said the same thing, and so did their grandma. So you got 3 different generations of single women. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I need a man. Like, I don't want to do what a man is supposed to be doing. Like, I just don't. Like,
Right.
I want a man to take that role. A lot of women, they're so strung up on being independent and, oh, I don't need this and I don't need that. Well, what message are you sending out to men? So why would he want to be with you or take you serious if every time he turn around he hearing that you don't need it, you don't want it?
But at the same time, I feel like because you have a lot of single moms, I feel like women have no choice but to be aggressive or the head of the household. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
that's fine until a man comes along who can take that role. They will fall back. Now you got just some women who will be they'll be a little apprehensive at first, and they may not want to, you know, change at first. But when you have a real man who wants to take that leadership position,
He will step up.
he will step up and you will get in line.
But that's the thing, though. I've experienced that, right? So I've always like thought of myself as a very aggressive woman, and because I am a single mom, I pay all the fucking bills. I run my household. I go to work every day.
Right.
I mean, I masturbate. So when I don't have this, I can make my own self nut. So it's like at the end of the day, not that I don't need a man, but it's like if I did find someone who can sit up there and make me fall back, I will though.
Right.
Like I know how to, but if you don't know how to do that, then fine. I'm doing my own thing. You can get with it or get lost, and we can just fuck.
Right.
But why does it have to be like that though? Why does it have to be you get with it or get lost?
Because
like, why can't we
you should-
come
because
to an understanding where
It ain't no understanding because I feel like you need to be there. Like I'm grown. I'm 30. I'm not gonna sit up there and train you. I'm not gonna teach you how to be no man. You're not my child. I have a 10-year-old that I'm trying to raise up. I'm not trying to teach no man how to be no fucking man. I'm sorry. I used to feel that way, but at the end of the day, I feel like you should already come to me. Not saying you can't lack certain stuff,
Right.
but I feel like shit. Like you should already have a mindset where you want to help run a household. You want to help pay bills. You want to, you know, please me, and we could be a team. You should already have that mindset. I should have to make you get in that mindset.
Yeah.
But what if he's everything that you want, but he doesn't have that mindset because he was raised by that woman who raised him up to be like that. So he doesn't know. It's like being ignorant, and ignorance is when you don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like stupidity and ignorance is 2 different things.
Right.
Like stupid is when you know and you just do it anyway. That's just being blatantly stupid.
Right.
But ignorance is when you genuinely don't know. So if you have a man who genuinely doesn't know, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do, or he's never been exposed to it, you mean to tell me you would just brush him off just because? Because that's where a lot of women miss out. They miss out because they don't.
See, I don't know because I feel like it's a difference. I feel like you should already come equipped with some of that knowledge. You know what I mean? Like you should already come equipped with it.
Of course you gotta
You know what
come
I
with
mean?
something.
So you may not be up to a certain extent, a certain point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna take you out on dates, or you know, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to planning stuff because I never had no woman, you know, to take on dates. That's one thing, but I should not teach. That's being a man. Period.
Right.
I'm not gonna teach you how to be no man. I can't do that.
I can't
Right.
teach you how to be. I can't teach you. You gotta
Right.
already come in. And I think it really just depends on what age it is when you're in your interaction with the man. I mean, if you're in your 20s or something, it's all right if he doesn't really know half of the things that he should know. But when you're actually on the dating scene and you're dealing with somebody and you're well in your 30s, you need to know. You need to know. I don't have time to train you. I don't have time to teach you. You need to already come equipped and know what I need you to know.
So exactly, that's how I feel too. Like it's not saying that
yeah,
you're not
fine.
making. It's one thing where it's okay, you're not making X amount of money.
Right.
Okay, X amount of money. I can be patient with you until you get to where you want to make money. If you never get there, that's fine. That's one thing. Or maybe the way he dresses or whatever. Okay, I can nurture that. I can mold it. I can help change that. But I cannot sit up there and teach you how to. You know, I can, but you're more than likely not gonna be the one for me.
Right.
Like I can help bring certain stuff out of you, but that should already be instilled in you. Like I can help make it better and maximize it, but I can't make you just have it.
Well, I mean, at the age that we're at now, I do understand what you're saying, because at this point, you should have experienced a few serious relationships.
Yeah.
So you should have that experience, or at least that lesson learned experience. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, I did this with XYZ and that didn't work, so let me try a different approach. Like, at this age, you should not be saying, oh, I just don't know how.
Right, exactly.
And even if you don't know how, you should be mature enough to sit down and have that talk.
Right.
And be like, well,
Exactly.
what do you want from me? You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
what
Like,
can I
as a
help?
woman, I want to sit down with my man and say,
Yes.
what do you want from me? What do you need in a woman? What do you want from a woman? Because I can't give you anything, or I can't meet your expectations if I don't even know what they are. Like, if I don't know you want a woman who, you want an old school woman who comes home and cooks and, but, the modern day woman is now a working woman.
It is.
But you want that, okay, if time and schedules don't allow that, then we need to sit down and compromise and come to an agreement. You get what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't just come, we're not fresh out of high school or out of college for that matter.
Right.
So this isn't like play time. It's like serious time to start trying to build. And it goes back to what I originally said. People, they want something that's quick and convenient.
Quick and convenient.
Nobody wants anything that's long term. Like, I mean, but look what we have to go off of, or what this society has to go off of. Love and hip hop, the age of the side chicks.
Yep.
The wives aren't taken seriously at all in this day and age. Marriage isn't a serious thing when people are getting married and getting divorced like 30 days later or 60 days later, or like not even being married for a whole year. Or what about the people who are just getting married within 2-3 months of knowing each other? Do you really know a person in 2-3 months?
Let me tell you something. I had someone tell me that they actually they met their man at a shoe store. He came to buy some shoes. Mm-hmm. They went home, fucked. She stayed with him for a whole week. Didn't have no clothes, no nothing. They fucked. Girl, they been married 20 plus years. So I feel like it's the mindset of the person. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it has nothing to do with timing anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have anything. Like, I honestly feel like if I met somebody today and we're deeply in love, and 6 months in he feels like, hey, I want to get married and we want to get engaged, I'm okay with getting engaged and working towards marriage, because you can be with somebody 20 plus years and never know somebody fully. Like, you're constantly learning somebody. Like, you'll never stop learning. I would never know everything about you.
Yeah,
I would never know. You learn people.
You can't be on society's time clock. You have to be on your own.
Right. And I just think it's bullshit when people have these fake expectations and fake deadlines. Like, first of all, who made a deadline? Who set the year? Like, after you get engaged, the year of being engaged. Like, does it have to be a year? Because, I mean, like, who said that? And people, like, genuinely go by that. I asked that question on Facebook, and the responses that I got were crazy. Like, okay, how long is an engagement supposed to last after someone is proposed
when
to?
you're ready.
When you're ready.
When you're ready.
When you're ready. But you got people who say, oh, well, a year. But who said that? Is that a law? Is that a standard? Like, what are you living by? Or who set the standard where, the woman is supposed to carry the household, or the man, if the man does that, then he's less of a man? I know some women that work and their men stay at home and they still respect their husbands just the same. He handles everything at the house and they go to work. Everybody's situation is different. What works for you may not work for the next person.
Right.
So I think that just goes back to, you have to sit down and like really get to the gut of it and figure out what works for you two, and not try to base it off of what society does.
Right.
Oh, well, society says, you're the man, you're supposed to go to work, I'm supposed to stay at home. Or better yet, you're the man, so you're supposed to pay all the rent. I mean, if y'all don't have that type of situation, then shit. What are you basing it off of? So you fucking up your own relationship with these fake ass expectations.
For real.
That somebody else set. You get what I'm saying?
It's an American thing.
It definitely is, because there are other countries who, they believe in polygamy. Like, people have several wives. You get what I'm saying? And, and it works for them. But because we have been programmed to believe, oh, hey, well, you get married to one person and you be with one person and that's it. That's what we go by. But there are other nations and nationalities where they do it completely different.
Right.
And it works for them. And who are we to judge that?
Right.
Like, it works.
Yeah.
It's all on what you believe works for you. Some people are married with open relationships. They swing and they have a hell of a good time and they are happily in love with each other. And then you got some who just not. You know, it just depends. You got to sit down and talk to your significant other, your partner, and see what's going on with them, where their mind is.
That's why I say I blame half of it on social media and society. Like, I really do, because when I feel like when you're on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, I feel like you see what you see on there, so you have no choice but to go by what you see.
You have a choice.
Not saying that it sets the standard, but you can't help it, y'all. That's a part of our lives. Like, I have my phone with me every fucking day. Every minute, every hour. So I feel like it's so easy to get caught into that world where you feel like that's how you're supposed to be. So it's hard. Like, I feel like it's hard. I'm not blaming it all on social media, because I feel like half of it is our fault.
Yeah.
I don't blame it on the men. I don't blame it on the men why the men aren't committing to us. I blame it on us.
Yeah, we have.
I blame it on us because y'all, we make shit so easy for these men. Like, we make shit so easy for these men where, okay, like, I give you chance after chance, or I'm not demanding you to do a fucking thing. I'm not demanding you to take me out on dates. I'm not demanding you to sit up here and say, okay, yeah, you live with me, but you ain't got to pay no fucking bills,
Right.
or you can't take out no trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't make any like expectations or demands on these men, so therefore these men don't get with the call, like the whole, you know, the cause of it. Then you get. I sit up here and spoil a man. He get with you and he treats you like shit. And he's like, damn, you asking for too much. But you ain't asking for too much. You asking for what you're supposed to have.
Right.
Like,
Well, I mean, that's why a lot of them going gay. A lot of them going gay. I mean, because they confused. I'm just being honest with you. They confused. They don't. I mean, a lot.
They like dick and pussy.
Yeah. you like butthole, baddie man, and stuff like that.
But it's not baddie man.
Yeah, baddie man. But a lot of them are going gay because it's like they feel like, oh, dealing with women is like asking for too much. If I ask
if a man sit up here and goes gay, he's been gay. It ain't that shit. You don't turn gay. You been liking dick and balls.
Liking booty house.
But I'm just saying, in the world of social media, I mean, we got gay rappers, we got people who are actually coming out, gay athletes who are actually patronizing being homosexual. So I mean, it's easier for the man to just leave the relationship and be like, I'm going to get me a man.
Bree, I can't agree with you on that.
I'm here to tell you, you see it happening every day. How many niggas coming out the closet where you like, damn, he gay?
Cause he been gay. But men don't come out the closet and just be sitting. They decide they gay. They been fucking gay.
Nah.
They been liking men.
Some of these men are just giving up on women out here.
Y'all,
hell no.
Exactly.
Hell no.
Come on now.
No.
Right.
Come on now.
Listen,
Giving out some pussy.
Right. I've been done dirty
Shit.
a whole bunch of times, and then not one time I decided I want to sit up there and be in a committed relationship with a woman ever.
I might dib and dab though.
Yeah, but you don't decide you want to sit up there and go strictly gay just because of somebody that did you wrong.
I might goddamn dib and dab.
For the moment, maybe, but
shit is quick in the command.
right.
Snapchat me that pussy if it's cool.
I just don't, but that's what I blame it on. And I feel like then we have these aggressive ass women like myself and most of us at this table, and like I don't know, like I just don't know what is too much. Like, what do y'all feel like is too much for? Like, is there such thing as being too aggressive?
Hell yeah, it is.
These days, if you know what you want, it's, oh, you're aggressive. Oh, you're too aggressive just because you know what you want. No.
Now we got some women out here who be like, bitch ass nigga, shut the fuck up talking to me. Like, they be like real like raw with it, and you be like, damn, like he ain't hit you yet. Like
he ain't knocked you upside the head yet.
Beat your ass upside the head yet. But you know, I mean, that's true. It's a lot of aggressive women, and that comes from the upbringing too. At the same time, when you got women who have been raised to be so independent, and they get a man who isn't as independent or who doesn't have those same qualities, and of course it's going to seem from the outside looking in that, oh, okay, she runs that relationship, when really she's doing what she has been raised up to do. She's a product of her environment, and he's a product of his. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at what point do you guys sit down and talk about what you both need from each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't dismiss that person because, oh, she's too aggressive or he's too submissive. He doesn't do this.
I'm dismissing you.
Okay.
I'm dismissing you.
All right. Look, all right.
I'm dismissing. If you are too submissive for me as a man, I'm dismissing you off top. I'm sorry. I'm not waiting on you.
Okay, so what's considered too submissive? Okay, so if he doesn't argue back and forth with you, or if he allows you
talk
to
a bunch of shit to him.
If you can talk to him any kind of way, I mean, that's just being just straight. You just ain't.
No. My thing is, okay, I'm not, because I don't like to fuss. I'm at the age now where I'm not gonna sit up here and argue. Like, what I've learned about myself as being a single woman, I've learned that I have to pick my battles. Like, I learned that I can't sit up here and just nitpick about every fucking thing. Like, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Right.
But at the same time, if I want to talk about some shit, I'm like, okay, do this, do that, and he's like, okay, yes. You know, you never have any type of opinion about anything. No, you gotta go.
So you don't want a yes man.
No, I don't want a yes man as a friend. I don't even want a yes man as a girlfriend. If you're my homegirl, Breezy about you being my homegirl, Victoria about you being my homegirl. If I got some shit going on that's just stupid as fuck, you should be able to tell me, Whitney, that's stupid as hell.
Yeah,
right. Without me taking offense to it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I completely understand that. I don't know, like. Maybe it's the rap music. I don't know. Like, people are they're just not committing. And I believe that people aren't laying down they're not laying down their expectations. And so I can't be what you want me to be or what you need me to be if I don't know what you want or what you need. People aren't speaking up. They're not saying what they want. They're not saying what they need. And so it's making it very difficult to know. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I just feel like communication is a big part of it. Get to know a person. Talk to them. Ask them important questions. And figure out, okay, does this person have emotional baggage? Okay, were they raised without their mother or without their father? How has that affected you? How has that made you feel like in being in a serious relationship? Because people don't know that. They get with fine ass John from fucking Instagram, Snapchat a few pics of some dick and some pussy, and then they fuck, and then John don't call back, and we don't know why John ain't called back. Well, did you sit down and talk to John?
But you know what though? Let me tell you something, and it's just my opinion. Like, I feel like a lot of that comes to enjoying being single. Like, I feel like you have so many women who don't know how to be fucking single. Yeah. Like, you have so many women that sit up here and they go from relationship to relationship. Now, I'm not saying sometimes the timing is just right. Like, I don't like to disclose too much information about myself, but at the same time, like, I was dating a guy last year. We weren't in a committed relationship, but we were dating. But because I've been already over that shit, like, I checked out so soon, it was easy for me to jump to somebody else and get with something and want to be right. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, if I'm with somebody for, 6 months here, a year here, and then we're not together for like a little while, and I jump to the next relationship, like, sometimes you can't just keep jumping. Like, sometimes you really need to sit there and evaluate, because shit, it may be you. Right. Like, you may be the culprit. You may be the reason why the shit ain't working.
It could be you.
Like, you're probably the reason why. Because you never had to sit there and get to know yourself outside a relationship. Because the person, cookies and milk in a relationship is different than cookies and milk by herself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes. Because you're so used to moving as a unit, then it's like, you don't even know how to be when you're alone. Like, you don't even know what the fuck to do.
Nope. And I mean, it just comes from, like, when you leave relationships, you have to have that time to let yourself heal. And a lot of us, women, we want to be in relationships. It's just a proven fact. A lot of us just feel better in relationships. We feel better to, be able to have somebody to confide in and spend our time with and stuff like that. So sometimes we become complacent and we just want to take anything that'll come our way. But we live in a society where people are hardly looking for love anymore. They're looking for help.
Oh, girl.
They're looking for help.
Let me ask you.
So it just becomes this thing like, okay, I'm about to be 30. I gotta hurry up. I gotta find me somebody to partnership with. I gotta hurry up. I gotta rush it. I need help out of the situation.
Yeah, they're rushing into shit.
It's real.
But let me tell you something. I don't believe in rushing and selling, but at the same time, I do want to marry for love. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking for a partnership. I've been single for so long and having them bills by myself. Not saying I want to marry for love, but majority of it, I'm not gonna lie, I would say at least about 40% of it, maybe 40 or 50%, maybe that's too much. I'm looking for help.
Yeah, that's what
I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Like, not saying like I want you to take care of me, but shit, I want you to come here and help me pay these fucking bills. I'm tired of taking the trash out.
Partnership.
I'm tired of goddamn killing water bugs in the summertime after it rains.
That's what
You know what
that's
I'm
why I
saying?
go back to saying, like, when women be like, I don't need a man, I don't want a man. Listen, I watched my mom do shit by herself.
Right,
I watched her struggle doing shit by herself.
right.
It would be so stupid, not ignorant, because I know I've seen it. It would be so stupid for me to say I don't want a man. I don't need a man though, because I can do it by myself because my mama
Right.
did. No, that shit was hard. Like, I witnessed that shit. That shit was hard. Like, no,
Yeah.
I want a man. I need a man. Like,
Right.
I don't want to be out here like by myself. Like, oh, everybody needs a partner. You know what I'm saying? And it makes life so much easier. Like, what other species can survive without a other? You get what I'm saying? Like, can dogs reproduce by themselves? Like, I mean, you need a partner. That's what you need. Like, and people are so hung up on what they can do. Like, this is such a I can do, leave me alone, oh, I got this, you know what I'm saying, type of generation. Like, do you really have it though? Do you?
Nope.
Because from the outside looking in, you look a hot ass mess. You like you're struggling. You look lonely in the eyes. Your face say you need some help. You need love. That's what your face say.
But for real, like, I do, because like my thing is, like, I'm just saying, like, I need the fucking help, but I'm not sitting up here and saying that I don't. Like, I'm tired of doing that shit by myself, and it's not even about financially either. Like, I have a child at home, right? After I sit up here and work all day, then he's in sports, right? So we do sports. Sometimes, like, when I come home, girl, I can't even fucking cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't cook because shit, I'm tired. Like, it's already 8, 9 o'clock at night. We haven't even did homework. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I need somebody to come up here and help me do certain type of shit, so I know that I can have a healthy, functional ass life.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, so fuck that. I need, like I said, it's about love, but at the same time, I care about certain stuff. That's why you should be financially stable before you get into a serious relationship. Or, not saying you have to have your debts and everything paid down, but you need to have your the way you spend money and shit in order, because now what's yours is mine, mine is yours. That shit will fall on me, whatever. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, you know, I asked this question too on Facebook. I asked, like, when in a relationship or when dating, what's the most important thing? Is it financial security? Is it love? Or is it, or what is it, looks? Like, what is most important to you? A lot of people didn't want to say financial security because they don't want to look at it like, oh, you know, just in it for the money. But I mean, we in our late 20s, early 30s. Financial security is everything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I have worked all of my 20s up to building something, and then I get with you and you don't have what I need to match it, okay, let's talk about what we can do to get you there, or if you even want to get there, because some people don't even want it. You get what I'm saying? They don't want it at all. Or they don't. Some people don't want it, and some people don't have the resources. So which one is it? You have to. That's why you have to sit down and have these type of conversations. You can't get to know someone through text and through social media.
You can't.
You just can't, because people put on this facade like they are one person and they're really another way. I've met people in person that I've been following on social media for so long, and it's like night and day. You don't know, so you can't base that off of anything. You get what I'm saying? You gotta take the time to sit down, talk to this person, figure out their goals, what they want to do, and if you, after talking to them, and you guys come to something and you're starting to see, okay, this is not what we discussed. You know, this isn't what we talked about. Okay, so this person isn't serious. So you need to draw the line where, okay, I'm wasting my time, or this could potentially go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people stay in it because, okay, the sex might be good.
Right.
Right.
Okay, okay, so what? Anybody can throw you some dick.
Girl,
I can go throw you some
anytime. Ooh,
plastic
girl.
dick from Starship. I can throw you some plastic dick from Starship. What's up? Like, no, I'm being real. Like, people's priorities are so wrong. Like, you can bust a nut with anybody.
Damn right.
But can you build with anybody? You can't. You get what I'm saying? You have to be compatible. You have to. You have to be on the same page. And people are so disconnected and on different pages. Things just don't work out. And and people accept that. They accept, oh, okay, yeah, we just don't see eye to eye. Oh, we're not on the same page. But, it'll get better. When?
Because let me tell you something. When I was younger, you know what's at the top of my list for relationship? Dick. Like, sex was so important. Sex was number one to me a long time ago when I was younger. I'm like, shit, I need some bomb-ass sex. It shouldn't be good. I need mind-blowing, back-blowing. Because I feel like if I have that, I can do a lot of shit. Which you can, but it shit ain't authentic. You know what I mean? So, like, I used to be that way. But now when I think about it, like, I probably would have to, like, do sex. If I had to, like, to number it, right? It would probably be, like, sex, then looks. Then it would probably be something like trust. And then on down the line, maybe like security. I don't even think about financial, but like now, girl, looks done went down.
Yeah,
sex done went down on the list.
The ugliest nigga with a bomb ass mindset be
Yes.
the best. Like, you be like, why you hanging with him? He's so ugly, girl, because his head on right. Like, can we sit down and talk about
that?
Let me tell you something. The finest person, the most beautiful person on Instagram, the most beautiful woman, or the finest nigga, whatever, can be so dumb.
Yes.
Like, yeah, you look good, but what are your thinking capabilities? Like, can we sit down and talk about what's going on the news? Do you know anything that's going on politically? You get what I'm saying? Some people don't even know what FICA is coming out their check.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, no, do you know? You get what I'm saying? Do you have a savings account? Do you know anything about stocks and bonds? Do you know anything? Like, and even if you don't know, no one's knocking you for that, but are you willing to learn it?
Right.
No, but I bet you know the new Young Thug song that just came out. Or what's going on right? Or what's going on Black Ink Crew or Love and Hip Hop? Or what's on the Shade Room? You know that. You get what I'm saying? But what else do you know outside of what you can see in plain sight view? Some people just don't take the initiative to want to better themselves, and a lot of people settle for those type of people because of things like sex or looks or status. Status means so much now, and it's so crazy because status is so artificial. Like, one can be popping on social media, but really ain't about nothing in life. Like, you got all these followers, but do you really even have down ass friends? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
No, it's just so much. I mean, let me just tell y'all this right now. Let me just say this. If there is anybody that you're following on social media that makes you feel like you need to be somebody else, unfollow that person.
Girl,
you're not doing yourself no justice. If you're following somebody that makes you feel like you need to pretend and live life in a certain form,
right,
that's not really what you're living, unfollow the person. I mean, unless you're getting motivated, you're getting inspiration or something. But if you're sitting there every day like, man, I wish I had her life. I wish I drove the car she drove. I wish I was married to the man. Do yourself justice and unfollow that person.
Unfollow them. Like the need to feel accepted is so high. Like, well, I don't understand that. Like, sometimes I take a hiatus from social media, and I have to. You have to like reprogram your mind and reset, because you get so caught up in what you see, like you lose touch of reality. That's really not real. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not real.
Let me tell you, I got a homeboy. I ain't gonna call his name. I got a homeboy. Me and him are real cool. So he has a nice little status. He has a nice job. He got plenty of fucking money, right? So he got him a little Instagram girl. Like, he had a girl who was on Instagram. She was real pretty, you know, IG model, did makeup on the side. Got with her. Then, I don't know all the details of what happened, but he was like, I had to learn. He was like, that's not where it's at. He was like, I'll never date a girl like that ever again in my life. He said, because when I met her, she didn't have shit. Not saying staying with your mama is a bad thing, because, I mean, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. But she would stay with her mom. They were all struggling to pay bills. They was all chasing a dream. Like, the shit wasn't real. Everything was for Instagram. You know what I mean? So, like, he was like, I'll never do that shit again. He was like, I want me a 9-to-5 girl, I want me a regular girl. So you sometimes you live and learn the hard way, and it's not, girl. It's not what it's all meant stacked up to be. I've seen so many girls that I follow on Instagram that's bad as hell. You're like, oh my God, she bad, she beautiful.
Got
And I said, let me tell you something. It's not anything wrong with it.
Nothing going
Let me tell you
on.
something.
It looked beautiful.
It just looked good.
Let me tell you something. It's not wrong with this, but I went to Harlem Nights. If y'all know what Harlem Nights is in Atlanta, girl, it's not really the bombest club. I never knew she worked at Harlem Nights, so I went there and she served me a fucking Hennessy and Red Bull. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, though, you have a facade on Instagram, like, I got A, B, C, D, and the third, I'm so bad. But you up here slinging me my drinks, and it's like, not saying there's nothing wrong with it, and you can't pay your bills off of it. But I'm saying, though, like, the shit ain't all what it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I just think this shit is just mind blowing to me. But like I said, my priorities have changed, and that's why I think it's so important for a woman to sit home and just be by herself sometimes and think about what the fuck that it is that she wants. Because like I said, I know for a fact that I used to put so much emphasis on dick. Girl, that's how I could care less about dick, because I think a healthy sex life is important. But at the same time, like, it's not number one. Like, if I hadn't listed 1 through 5, it may be 4.
Right.
No, it's not. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, sex is just. That's at the bottom of my list.
For real,
like, seriously, because
Sex
at the end of the day, I can please myself. Okay, I can fuck myself. That's not important. Okay, but what I can't do is pay these bills by myself, and I can't raise kids by myself. I need help. I can fuck myself. Like, that's at the bottom of the totem pole. Now, not saying that it's not important, because a good nut every now and again is very important. I mean, it causes a healthier lifestyle. May I say that? Okay, people who bust nuts on a regular, great nuts, they actually live a lot longer. It's a scientific fact. Go Google that if you need to.
Word to the wise.
Word to your mother. But yeah, that it's just at the bottom though. Like, the older you get, like you said, in your 20s, that's what it was. You get what I'm saying? Like, dick appointments on deck. You get what I'm saying? But now, fuck dick appointments. What about these doctor's appointments? What about these goddamn job interview appointments? Like, can we, like, shit goes in order, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we trying to do? You get what I'm saying? Like, what are our investments? Like, sex is not an investment.
It's not.
It's not. It's not enough for me to invest in you.
Substitute. Yeah.
It's not enough for me to invest in you. It's just not.
No. So in other words, if he bringing real good wood, but he ain't bringing nothing else to the table.
Y'all, let me tell you something. I had a situation where the man was bringing me wood on top of wood. Like, that shit was so amazing. It was mind blowing. Like, I've never had so many orgasms in my life. Like, it shit make me cry. Like, I was speechless. Like, I couldn't even get shit out. Like, I couldn't even get a moan out. The shit was so good.
Oh, Lord. Okay. What?
But he didn't fulfill shit for me. He didn't stimulate me mentally. Like, it was more draining than it was. Like, once he left, I didn't feel nothing. Like, I felt so empty. I felt by myself. Like, once that good dick was gone, like, I'm like, well, we text, but we ain't got nothing going on. Like, the shit was stressful. He was stressing me the fuck out. Like, I feel like I was going crazy. I wanted to kill him.
No.
Yeah.
We gonna say that live?
Scratch that.
Okay. All right.
I didn't want to kill him, but I really wanted to call. I wanted to hurt him. Like, he drove me crazy. Like, I felt stupid as fuck. Like, so that's how I knew I was losing myself. Like, it just wasn't worth it no more. Like, it just wasn't worth it.
Have you ever been... Okay, have you ever, like... Sex... Okay, so sex is important. And it's so important that it drives people to do things that they don't normally do. Like, for instance, okay... Yeah, I had this one guy. Sex was amazing. I'm going to pick the dick up.
Oh, no.
Feed the dick. Take the dick, drop the dick back off. You get what I'm saying? I'm wasting so much time and energy and money on dick. I'm like, damn, what am I really getting out of this? You get what I'm saying? Like, it makes you blind to certain things because that pleasure is such an important thing, or it's so good. You get what I'm saying? People are dealing with so much in their lives that's their release outlet. You get what I'm saying? And when it's that good, it makes you blind to shit. Like, you start putting up with shit that you just never thought you would put up with. Mm-hmm. But that's what your 20s are supposed to be about. Now, when you start hitting them 30s, you supposed to know better. You get what I'm saying? But what I can't understand is people who hit those 30s and they still don't know. Like, y'all still just going off of dick and ass. Like, that's all we got to offer. Like, and I've heard a lot of guys say, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't really fuck with shawty like that, but the pussy good. Ooh, what the fuck does that even mean?
That's how these men get these ratchet ass baby mamas. That's how men get these ratchet baby mamas who ain't got shit. She fucking dusty. The bottom of her feet black and her bra strap dirty.
The bra strap ain't
Not
dirty.
the bra strap.
Not the bra strap. The bra strap.
Yeah. Belly button smell like earring bags.
Smell like earring bags.
Bitch ain't washing her ass correctly.
Straight up.
Hygiene fucked up. She ain't went and got a cleaning in like 5 years. You don't know what you done to kissing like. You know,
Girl, like, she ain't never had no pap smear.
Man.
She ain't never got tested for shit because y'all sit up here. A lot of these men get into these women because, like, okay, she look good or she bad or she nothing I never had before, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting my dick wet for the moment. Now you end up with trash.
Yep.
Just
And you ain't got no healthy bag. You got that great value.
Garbage.
Oh, not the bag that break easily.
Yeah.
No, not the one that don't stretch when you put the bottles and stuff.
Shit
in.
just bust
It
through.
bust open.
Shit just busted just like that. Bad as what?
Yeah, all
Just
right.
busted straight open.
All right.
No requirements.
All right.
No
Slide
quality.
in.
No quality. For real.
No quality
man.
bag.
But I don't know, but as I feel like an independent woman or like a aggressive woman or like an alpha female, like how do you handle that though? Like how do you handle a man that may have like those type of issues though, like who has those like emotional baggage or, you know, like how do you handle shit like that? I don't.
You don't at all?
Nope.
But at some point you did, so how did you handle it?
I came to my senses and left.
How long did it take?
Because you
though?
need to heal.
How long did it take?
Like 6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
So I mean, this is my thing. It's okay to come to your senses and, you know, you got to heal or whatever. But what brings you to that point, though? That's my thing. Like,
When I'm no longer fulfilled. Like when I feel like I'm giving too much and I'm not getting reciprocated. Anything reciprocated. Like I feel like if I'm giving too much of myself or compromise too much but that shit ain't being reciprocated where you're trying to do the same for me, I'm out.
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Now, if you're trying to meet me halfway, you're really trying to work on it, then maybe I can work on it too. But if you ain't, then fuck you.
Okay, so, but what's the, I guess, the time frame of trying, though?
You don't know.
Because
You don't
a motherfucker
know.
can be trying for 2 years.
Well, that's your dumb ass. You say for you. Especially if you in your 30s now. If you probably like, 19, 20, 21, 22, then yeah, you might do that because it's all you might know. You ain't never had nothing else. But after a while and you get your priorities straight, you mature. I think maturity has a lot to do with it, not really age, but you realize, like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I ain't dealing with it. I ain't
Okay.
molding no man. This ain't Build-A-Bear.
This is not Build a Nigga Workshop.
This ain't Build-A-Bear.
It's
I
not.
got it in me today.
No, I just don't. I mean, that's true. So I think that's where the aggressive woman comes in because women are just not taking that shit. Like, you're just not sitting back. We're not our grandmothers. We're not our mothers. We're just not sitting back and tolerating it. I mean, because it's so many options to choose from out here. You get what I'm saying? So why do you have to put yourself through that trauma of dealing with someone who isn't putting in effort? You get what I'm saying? Or matching your effort when you could get someone who is. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like Grandma Patty just wasn't, she ain't have no options. So she stuck with Granddaddy John. You get what I'm saying? She stuck with him.
He done had 3-4 outside kids.
Yeah, right. And they may not even be sleeping in the same room. They've been married for about 40 years and they just chilling. They just married. Ain't no options. But now we have options. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Damn right. And we make money. So that
And
makes
we
us
make-
more
we
liable to
make
sit up there and just
money.
get the fuck on.
like we make
We gotta
money.
take care of these white folks' kids no more.
No.
We gotta clean houses and pick up their kids from school and cook down their iron clothes no more.
It's over with.
Over with.
OB, like.
Nothing against the white people who were raised like that, because I know I have some white listeners too. So nothing against that. I'm just saying. Coming from my background, coming from where I'm coming from, I know that's what my grandma did, and I ain't got to deal with that. So forget that. But anyway, so this has been a good little conversation. I hope y'all have enjoyed.
Yes.
So listen, I know I'm doing it backwards, but I did get a question this week, right?
Uh-huh.
So I want to answer this question, and it comes from, I hope she doesn't mind me saying it, but she didn't tell me I couldn't, but Kimmy Kim. So her question was, she said, should your spouse have friends when you are in a relationship? Why or why not? And is it okay to have friends if you are in a relationship? Like, is it okay for you to have friends of like the opposite sex, I suppose?
Well, hell yeah. First of all, I feel like, that's how people get tired of each other. Like, you're always around each other. You're drowning each other. You get what I'm saying? Crowding each other's space. That's all you know. Like, that's how people get tired of each other. It's okay to have outside friends. What I can talk to my man about, I can talk to my friends about differently. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, you need that outlet. And I don't believe that my future husband can't have female friends, because I do feel like there are some things, like, not saying that you should put people in your relationship, but there are some times when you want that viewpoint from the opposite sex. You get what I'm saying? And a friend can give you that. Now, you do have certain people who try to step outside their friend zone, but you got to use your own sound judgment to know, okay, well, Mike he really want me, but he's still my friend. No, he's not your friend if he really wants you and he know you got somebody. You get what I'm saying? That's where that whole blurred line of friendship kind of makes things difficult. You get what I'm saying? But if you have a true, genuine friend, it's okay. And what's so wrong about you bringing your friend around your significant other? You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody, like, joining together, like, maybe having like a get together, like a kickback, and everybody hanging out. I've done that in the past. Like, in my relationships, I would bring, like, my homeboys and my homegirls around, you know, my significant other, because that's important. These are the people that are close to me, just like you're close to me. It's important for us all to link and get together and get to know one another. Now, you may not hit it off with that person, you may not vibe with them like I vibe with them, but, you know, friends are necessary. Why seclude yourself to the point where it's just you and your significant other? Like, that shit gets tiresome and it's draining. Like, it's just y'all two. Okay, so it ain't back in the day where granddaddy went to work and grandma ain't had no cell phone and no text messages and stuff, and she couldn't keep in touch with, you know what I'm saying, her husband. They actually had a chance to miss each other, you get what I'm saying, throughout the day. Right. It's not like that now. Like, we talking to each other all through, we texting throughout the day. I'm posting stuff on Instagram and Facebook. You seeing it all throughout the day. You get what I'm saying? We get home, it's just us. Like, you need that time away from home with your friends. You get what I'm saying? I think it's healthy. I don't think you should just not have friends when you're in a relationship. But I know people who get in a relationship and they just act like their friends are non-existent. Like,
yeah,
yo.
But then when something happens,
you want to go back.
You want to go back to the friend. Like, bitch, where you been at? You and Day been dating for like a year, and I ain't even seen you.
And I think that just comes from us kind of feeling like, okay, no matter what, my friend's always gonna be there or whatever. And in the relationship, you constantly feel like you have to be putting your effort in. I constantly got to give this person time, got to give this person affection, till you just kind of get so comfortable. Like, well, girl, I know we're gonna get together. We gonna be good, or your homeboy, you're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the society we're in. The generation, we kind of feel.
So the question was, somebody asked me, if you're in a relationship, is it okay for you to have friends outside your relationship? So I guess like male friends and female friends. So this is my thing. You better not have no new female friends when we get together. If she is a female friend, she better have been there before me.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a really great point. Because
so if she wasn't there before I was
bitches be
in our
then
relationship, you don't need her as a friend. I'm sorry. She does not need to be your friend. If she was not there before me, then she does not need to be your friend. And even then, I don't have a problem with y'all being friends and talking and stuff, but I need that communication to not maybe... I mean, I don't want to say last is, you know, you can't talk or hang out, because I think that'll be kind of wrong. But at the same time, like, you know, like, period. Even if it's just a female friend, like, you should be hanging out all the time like that.
Right. You shouldn't. It should be boundaries, of course. You get what I'm saying? And I do agree with you. Like, no new friends. Like, when we get together, who are your female friends? Who are your male friends? Okay, yes. Okay, cool. It ain't, 8 months into the relationship, oh, this Keisha, you know, we met like a few months ago. No,
you're fucking Keisha.
You're fucking Keisha. What about Keisha was at when we started talking? Like, I ain't know about Keisha. Now I knew about Ashley, and I probably knew about Maria, but what about Keisha come from? Like, I don't play the new friends now. No,
I'm not doing that,
because you can't get you ain't about to tell me you and your new friend that became so close in a short period of time.
Right.
where
Right.
y'all finna just be kicking it and hanging out. No, y'all fucking.
Yeah. And I hate you females that sit up there and have friends and get relationships and you put your friends to the side. I hate the type of female.
I
I'm
hate
sorry.
that. I hate that. Like, do not call me when that nigga break your heart and do you dirty, because I do not want to hear it. I'm not going to be your shoulder for you to cry on. You get in a relationship and you just ain't no calls, ain't no texts. Oh, you want to go out, girl? Oh, not this weekend. Oh, you want to go out? I'm gonna stop asking your ass. Number one, because you want to be so involved with your man, you just disregard your friends. I know so many people like that. Like, is the dick that good? Like, can somebody tell me, is the dick that good?
Yeah,
Well, you got me
know
around
what?
a dick 24/7.
I just think it's like this.
It's low self-esteem, straight up.
When you're rocking with your friends, like your friends from day one, I mean, you have to make sure that your friends respect your relationship. Because if you and your friend are not on the same level, for instance, you're married, they're unmarried, or you're really into somebody and they're living a single lifestyle. Sometimes your friends want to be like, "Hey, girl, you still want to go turn up and fuck around or whatever," but you're not on that path. So you have to kind of be like, "Well, nah, I can't do that."
But what if she's not? What if she's not the type of female though?
Well, then you wouldn't have a reason to dodge her. You know, you
No.
But sometimes I will say this, just experiencing it in life. Friends don't 100% just respect the fact that you're in relationships. They try to still get you they try to pull you into doing things.
Then they ain't no friend.
They
though.
ain't no friend. They're
But
not a
it's
friend.
natural though. Like, let's just say I'm single, you're married, you're working on something.
Right.
I'm not necessarily trying to get you to fuck up what you had with your dude, but hey, sometimes I want my homegirl to come. I want to turn up. I want to go to the club. I want to,
We can do that though.
It can be turn up, faithful turn up.
But
Like,
we're
what's
not going to be
right?
able to turn up without, at some point, us twerking and me wanting you to dance on some niggas or something. Well, I'm going to ask you to go to the club with me if I feel like you don't plan on dancing with other men or you don't feel like interacting
What you
with
mean?
other men.
So you trying to say
But
I can't
dancing
have
isn't
I
cheating.
can't. But no,
It's not, but it's opening the gateway.
But I'm
to
not.
be like,
I'm not gonna sit up there. If I have a man, I'm not gonna dance with other men. If I have a man, I'm not gonna dance with other men. But at the same time, like, we can have good, clean fun without niggas.
Right, so what I'm saying is you're gonna end up curving that friend and be like, "Nah, I don't want to do the club, but if you want to go out to eat or some girl, call me." Then your friend gonna be like, "Oh, you don't fuck with me no more."
No, but I feel like that's not trusting yourself. Then
I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like it's not
right,
trusting
right,
yourself
right,
enough
right.
to say that. Okay, I can go to the club without getting tempted.
Like, and it's
But-
okay to sit down with your friend and be like, okay, girl, you know I'm in a relationship now, so I probably can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a whole bunch of other stuff we can do. You get what I'm saying? Now, bitches get in relationships and they just be like, new number, who this? New pussy, who this? Like, bitch, wait a minute. So you that in love with Day Dick and you and Day that good?
Girl, but
You just not gonna
sometimes-
hang out with me,
No, wait,
bitch?
sometimes it make you feel so good though.
So, but we're not talking about respect.
Sometimes it make you feel so good.
Man,
I'm like, girl,
look,
I'ma holler at your ass next
my
year.
Day and his dick
That penis
and
is good.
Day stole my damn friend. Look all that.
like, girl, I have to talk to your ass, girl. That
But
penis
you
is
know
good.
what?
No,
I
I'm
do
just-
agree. Like, I do agree. Now it has been times where I be like, nah, I ain't going out. I'm fucking my nigga tonight.
That's fine though.
You know, that's fine. But I'm not going to just sit there and diss my friends. You get what I'm saying? I just pass the wine, please. I'm not going to diss my friends. Like, I had a friend. We always went out. When this hoe got into a relationship, she just disappeared out the face. I was like, damn, bitch, are you dead? Like,
For
you
real.
just gonna stop calling, stop texting? Like, damn.
Wow.
I thought she was in an abusive relationship. No, they just beating it down. But damn, bitch, can we have some fun?
Girl,
but you know what?
I want to have fun.
But no, when she caught Day ass goddamn getting Snapchat pussy pics, then it's like, Victoria, can we go? No, bitch, I'm busy. New pussy, who this? I'm busy,
gosh.
because people do that. I hate that. Like, if you curve me once you get in a relationship, like, don't come back when you're hurting and you need a shoulder to cry on, because I'm not gonna give you no support. Because in a relationship, you still need your friends. You still need that
Yes.
support. Like,
It's stuff that I can't talk to my man about. I can talk to my friends about. My man don't want to hear about,
they don't want to hear about yeast infections, but I'll talk to you about yeast infections. Bitch, I might take your ass to the doctor. But no, you want to curve a hoe because you got day dick
Right.
now? Like, I feel some kind of way. Pass me the wine because this shit just hit a personal level. Like,
So how do y'all feel about having friendships outside of your relationship? Whether it's like a male or female, like how do you feel like this should be limited? But I don't know.
Well, first of all, okay, so I got homeboys. My homeboys don't call me past a certain time. They don't text me past a certain time. I hang out with them, you know what I'm saying? I'm very, like, honest and open with my man. Like, for instance, I had a homeboy whose birthday was, like, Monday. And we went and got something to eat on Tuesday. You know, I told, you know, my dude or whatever. He was cool with it. You get what I'm saying? But he also met him. It wasn't a thing where, I got this friend. It's his birthday, we going out. Well, who this friend? He a new friend? No, he was an old friend. Like, they've met and been around each other. They've been in each other's company. You get what I'm saying? So there's a mutual respect. I think that's very important too. Like, you got friends, like, bring your girl around, bring your boy around so people can meet and mingle and they can see for themselves. And that's a big part of it too. Like, I can only go by what I see. You get what I'm saying? I never seen y'all interact. I don't know how y'all are when y'all not around me. You get what I'm saying? Or better yet, I just don't know how y'all are together, period, because I ain't never seen it. Like,
Right.
how you, like, I know people who have throw parties and their boyfriend's not allowed to come, but your homeboy's allowed to come, or your
Right.
homegirl's allowed to come. What kind of fuck shit is that? Like,
Yeah.
now everybody need to be in the same room. I need to see you and Keisha in the same damn room. Cause how you and Keisha, y'all making eye contact, y'all winking at each other on the slide, like, cause body language speaks volumes, and people,
Yeah.
there are signs there. You get what I'm saying? And you do have those friends who they may try to get out the friend zone, but those aren't real friends. Like, if you're in a relationship and they're trying to still make passes at you, that's not a friend. You need to cut that off, because then that is something that's hazardous to your relationship.
Okay. So to wind it all up, what is your take on Breezy? What is your take on friendships, whether it be a male friendship or just your girlfriends when you're in a relationship? Just sum it all up. How do you feel
As
about it?
in me having friends or him having friends?
I mean, you. Let's just say you.
I mean, I feel like, you know, if you consider somebody your friend, you know, that's your friend. I mean, the trust comes in. I should be able to have friends. I should be able to link with them, talk to them, speak with them, kick it with them, or whatever, male or female. And he should be able to trust that that's what I'm doing, because I said it's a friend.
Okay. So what about you, Victoria? What is your, have you sum it all up? How do you feel about friends outside of your relationship? Like, while you're in a relationship, how do you feel about friends? Male or female?
I think friends are friends without motives are good to have. You get what I'm saying? Like, genuine friendships, because you need that. You get what I'm saying? You have your husband or your boyfriend or your fiance, and you have your friends. You need that. What you can talk to your husband about, you may not be able to talk to your friends about. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You need that. But just don't diss me for day dick, bro. Like, I'm just over you bitches that get day dick and y'all just be like, y'all ain't got no homegirls.
Right.
Bitch, don't like my shit on Facebook. Don't comment on nothing
Straight
on
up. 'Cause
Instagram.
I feel like
Straight
you're a
up.
conditional friend.
Like, you're a conditional friend. Like,
That's
bitch, you in a relationship and you got good dick and that nigga treating you right and you just done forgot about me. But, you know, I was your shoulder to cry on before you met Day
That's
old
right.
trifling ass.
So
Fuck Day first of all.
So that's how I feel. I feel the same way Victoria feels. I feel like, first of all, if you're my man and you have friends, she better not be new. Number one. Number two, I feel like friendships are healthy. And if you're my homegirl and you get in a relationship and then you cut me off, don't call me after, because I feel like that's real fucked up. That means you don't really have, you're not a true friend. I'm sorry. Go back to that nigga or go back to somebody you've been friends with.
Fuck Day.
Yeah, like, I don't have time for it. Point blank period. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm
Alright.
out. I don't know.
Fuck Day. Who the fuck is Day? Number one. Fuck him, whoever he is. It's a whole bunch of damn days and a whole bunch of people dating days and turning down their friends for days. And
Straight up.
I'm not with the shits. Like, don't do that.
All right, so it's been good. We haven't talked in a while, so let's just go ahead and wrap it all up. So again, my name is Cookies and Milf. I can be reached on Instagram at Cookies and Milf. That's KOOKIESNMILF. And the blog Instagram is The Single Bitch Diaries. The blog is thesinglebitchdiaries.com, and the podcast is the SB Diaries _ I think podcast. And the podcast can be found on SoundCloud and on YouTube. And I would like to say, if you have any questions that you would like for us to answer, we're going to try to come back more regularly. You can like DM me, email me, go through my website. We can do that as well. And even if you want to contribute and you want to sit up here and write a little post or something to my blog, then please do so. So that's how you can reach us. And an advertisement, like we're starting up, we're just up and coming. So if you have a business you want to promote, whatever, contact me. We can definitely work together, and I'll work with you, and you can work with me. And so, how can they reach you?
Okay, so I'm Victoria Camille. On Instagram is Victoria2_Camille. You can reach me on Facebook at Victoria Camille Poetry, and I'm also Victoria Camille on my regular Facebook page. I'm on Snapchat, but I hate the new Snapchat layout, so just fuck Snapchat anyway. Just skip that.
Okay, and you?
You can locate me on Instagram under kisses on my_leopard, or you can actually just befriend me on Facebook. My name is Brittany Francis. Hit me up.
Oh yeah, and I have a book coming out soon, guys. I have a book. It's going to be a collection of my blog posts. It's under editing right now, so I'll let you guys know when it launches. So be on the lookout. Fuck with me. Support me. Anyway, it's been nice talking, and y'all just come back, join, tune in, catch up on some old blog posts and episodes. We'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
That was cool.
That was dope.